Do you remember the last time you truly felt seen, truly heard, and offered a genuine, unburdened smile? Or perhaps, like me, you've stood before a mirror, tracing a line across your teeth, noticing that slight misalignment, that tiny chip, or the fainter shade of white than you'd ideally prefer. It's in those quiet moments, isn't it, that the whispers begin. Whispers about perfection, about how a brighter, straighter smile might change everything. Maybe you scroll through social media, seeing countless perfect, gleaming smiles, and a subtle longing takes root, a thought that perhaps your own could be more. This isn't just about vanity. It's often about confidence, about feeling good in our own skin, and about the unspoken language of our expressions. But for those of us who seek to live by Christian principles, a deeper question emerges. When it comes to our smiles, where do we draw the line between health, stewardship, and perhaps an undue focus on outward appearance? Should Christians invest in a perfect smile, or does doing so venture into the territory of vanity? Our bodies, we are taught, are temples of the Holy Spirit, purchased with a price, and therefore we are called to honor God with them. This foundational truth introduces the concept of body stewardship. What does it mean to be a good steward of our physical form, including our teeth? Clearly, basic dental hygiene, addressing painful cavities, fixing infections, or correcting severe bite issues that impede eating or speaking are all forms of responsible stewardship. These are health needs, vital for our well-being and functionality. They prevent suffering and allow us to continue serving and living robustly. In these instances, investing in our dental health aligns perfectly with our calling to care for the temple God has given us. But then the waters begin to blur. What about a tooth that is slightly discolored or an alignment that is less than perfectly straight but causes no pain or functional problems? What about cosmetic procedures like veneers, extensive whitening, or invisible aligners, primarily for aesthetic improvement? This is where we must thoughtfully consider another profound biblical principle: contentment with our appearance. The scriptures consistently caution us against an undue focus on outward beauty. Proverbs 31:30 reminds us that charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. And in 1 Peter 3:3-4 we read, "Do not let your adornment be merely outward, arranging the hair, wearing gold, or putting on fine apparel. Rather let it be the hidden person of the heart, with the incorruptible beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is very precious in the sight of God." These verses guide us towards prioritizing inner beauty, character, and a heart devoted to God over the fleeting and often superficial allure of external perfection. So, how do we reconcile these truths? The key lies in our motivation and discernment. When considering cosmetic dental work, we must ask ourselves, am I pursuing this for genuine health reasons, to alleviate pain, prevent disease, or restore basic function? Or is my primary motivation rooted in a desire to conform to societal beauty standards, to alleviate insecurity, or to enhance my perceived social standing? Let's consider some nuanced examples. Correcting severely crooked teeth that lead to gum disease or difficulty cleaning is a health-driven decision, aligning with stewardship. However, straightening teeth that are merely imperfect but entirely healthy for purely aesthetic reasons falls more into the realm of appearance enhancement. Similarly, replacing a missing front tooth is often a blend of both, restoring function and appearance, whereas extreme whitening beyond a natural shade leans heavily towards cosmetic enhancement driven by external ideals. It's not about judging every cosmetic decision as inherently wrong. God created beauty, and there is a natural desire within us to appreciate and present ourselves well. But when that desire morphs into an obsession, when our self-worth becomes intertwined with our physical appearance, or when we prioritize costly cosmetic procedures over more pressing needs or kingdom investments, we tread on dangerous ground. Our contentment should flow from Christ, not from a perfect reflection in the mirror. The question isn't whether Christians can ever have cosmetic dentistry. It's about the heart behind the decision. Are we investing our resources wisely? Are we seeking to glorify God with our lives, including our bodies, or are we serving self? This calls for honest self-reflection, prayer, and perhaps wise counsel. Ultimately, God cares far more about the condition of our hearts than the perfect alignment of our smiles. A genuine smile, born of a joyful and grateful heart, radiates a beauty that no cosmetic procedure can ever replicate. It's a reflection of the inner peace and love of Christ within us. So, as we navigate decisions about our dental health and appearance, let's seek wisdom. Let's prioritize genuine health needs, practice good stewardship of our bodies and resources, and cultivate a heart content with God's design, knowing that true beauty shines from within. May our smiles, whether perfectly aligned or wonderfully unique, always be an authentic expression of the joy of the Lord. What are your thoughts on this delicate balance? I'd love to hear your perspectives and experiences in the comments below. If this conversation resonated with you, please consider subscribing or following for more thoughtful reflections on faith and life.